In this webinar, we will talk about the amazing benefits of exercise and movement. So if you're not sure about how important exercise really is, the information in this presentation will hopefully encourage you to lace up those sneakers and start moving. I will start by introducing you to the words hypokinetic. If we break down hypokinetic into its two parts, hypo means low and kinetic means movement. So it means low movement. And a hypokinetic disease is the kind of disease that comes about when we don't move enough. As human beings, we have the capacity and the drive to move, and yet most of us don't get the recommended 30 minutes of exercise or movement a day. When we don't move enough, we can begin to suffer or potentially become at risk for developing or suffering a range of illnesses. So besides not being able to fit into our favorite pair of jeans, there are loads of negative outcomes from not doing enough exercise or when we're not moving enough. While you can lose weight without exercise, regular physical activity plus calorie restriction can help you with weight loss. Exercise can help burn off excess calories you can't cut through diet alone. Exercise can also help in maintaining weight loss. Studies show that people who maintain their weight loss over the long term get regular physical activity. Any extra movement helps burn calories. So think about ways you can increase your physical activity throughout the day if you can't fit in a formal exercise routine. For example, make several trips up and down stairs instead of using the elevator, or park at the far end of the lot when shopping. Every little bit adds up. A sedentary lifestyle can lead to or can be a factor in producing coronary heart disease. Coronary heart disease is a disease that blocks the arteries of the heart itself and prevents the heart from functioning efficiently. Heart health is such an important consideration, so good cardiovascular health means the heart and the blood vessels become more efficient and are able to send more blood around the body with each beat. That's also very important in terms of the quality of the exercise that you're able to participate in and leads to less risk of coronary heart disease itself because we're keeping those arteries nice and healthy. When we aren't moving sufficiently, we can be at a greater risk for developing type 2 diabetes. Of course, it's important to bear in mind that all of these things can be caused by other factors, like our diet, lack of quality sleep, and of course genetics. These do play a part in chronic conditions, and yet there's evidence that sedentary lifestyles are a risk factor for different kinds of hypokinetic diseases. And get this, a meta-review of a variety of studies and trials conducted by researchers in 2013 encompassing 305 trials with more than 339,000 participants found no detectable differences existed between those who exercised and those who were given medications in the prevention of coronary heart disease and pre-diabetes. In fact, in those patients who already had suffered a stroke, engaging in physical activity and taking prescriptions were more effective than drug treatment alone. But of course, make sure to work with your doctor or healthcare professional to set up an exercise plan that works for you. Remember, from fortifying your immune system against diseases, regular exercise helps protect your body. Although researchers aren't entirely sure how exercise boosts immunity, theories range from bacteria being flushed out of the body to a reduction in stress-related hormones that might increase the risk of illnesses. While we wait for the science to catch up, it's clear that engaging in moderate to intense exercise benefits your body in ways we're not even sure of yet. So if hypokinetic diseases are those that come about from moving too little, if we start to move, then we're going to reduce the risk of those diseases. But what about the positives? One of the positive benefits of exercise is that we can improve our posture, so we will be less prone to injuries. The strengthening of the muscles, particularly around the spine, helps our skeletal alignment, which then has an impact of avoiding things like lower back pain or pain in the hips, shoulders, and neck. So improving posture is really a great benefit of doing a little more exercise, provided you're doing it safely and correctly. Exercise can help you lose weight, change your body shape, and there's a mental component here too. It's true, exercising can help you feel better about yourself, no matter what type of workout you do or how fit you are. One study found that the simple act of exercise, and not fitness itself, can convince you that you look better. With so much emphasis on outward appearances in today's society, it's comforting to know that one of the benefits of exercise helps people feel better about themselves and how they look naturally. Improved skeletal health is another major benefit to exercise. So this would include things like bone density. Our bone density increases as a consequence of exercising, and in return avoiding things like bone brittleness or osteoporosis. Just by doing a little more exercise, you're going to have a positive impact in terms of bone health. There's an old adage in the fitness world that states strong muscles equals strong bones. The best type of exercise to help you build strong bones are weight-bearing exercises like walking, jogging, hiking, and climbing stairs. And finally, if you exercise, you will have a stronger respiratory system. The respiratory muscles of the diaphragm and the rib cage, as well as the lungs themselves, will become stronger and more able to supply the bloodstream nutrients our bodies need to be as healthy as possible. From there, to supply the working muscles and body tissues with the oxygen that is necessary for optimal health. There are also a whole series of wider benefits of exercise that don't specifically or directly just relate to the physical body. One of these benefits is the social impact of exercise. A lot of sports, physical activities, clubs, groups, and a lot of games are played requiring opponents and other people, so you're engaging with others. If you find yourself engaging with other people in society and engaging in a positive way, enjoying other people's company and having people enjoy your company, these simple things can contribute to an overall sense of self-esteem. Feeling positive about yourself is another wider benefit of exercise that doesn't come down to just the strength or health of your physical body. Exercise improves our mental health and can reduce stress. I'm not using the term mental health and depression in the clinical sense here, which is a different matter altogether, but depression in the sense that we commonly use of meaning low mood. But stress and anxiety can really be helped by the simple act of movement. In fact, with exercise, your brain creates a chemical called BDNF. That means brain-derived neurotrophic factor. It's kind of like Miracle-Gro for your brain. When you exercise, it increases all the connections between the cells. It helps you generate new cells so your brain becomes more elastic. If strength training and stretching aren't a part of your fitness routine, it's time to incorporate them. Though many adults engage in cardio activities, quite a few stay away from resistance training and building muscle, and that's a mistake. Strength training, whether you're lifting weights, doing body weight exercises, or incorporating yoga moves, these will help improve muscle strength and muscle mass, which are important as we age. Plus, increased muscle helps your body burn calories more efficiently long after your workout is over. And don't forget about stretching. It increases your body's flexibility, helping everyday tasks become easier. It also sends more blood to your muscles, improving circulation, and can lower the risk of cardiovascular disease. Just a few minutes a day of deep stretching can make a huge difference. If you look at this slide, don't think of it as all-inclusive, but as some general ideas that you can tap into. If you're just getting started, remember to perform these activities to tolerance. It's better to do less than to do too much. Swimming is one of the best ways to get back into exercise if you've taken a break from fitness, if you're a beginner or injured. Plus, it's a great cardio workout. And don't forget about HIIT training. HIIT stands for High Intensity Interval Training, and it's very effective for rebuilding muscle if you have chronic muscle loss. Vibration platforms, yoga, exercise bands work well for those who don't tolerate more aggressive forms of activity. So just like you define times in your life to go on vacation, you define times in your life to go to work, you define times for lunch and breakfast and dinner, you define a time to watch TV. For most people, our fitness routines go to the back burner. You get to the end of the day and you're tired and exercise loses out. My best advice is to put exercise and motion and movement into your calendar and make it part of that plan. Have you ever heard someone say, "I will burn this cookie off at the gym later"? But did you know that you can't exercise your way out of a bad diet? For 1 can of soda, you would have to walk about 3 miles or run for about 25 minutes if you want to burn those calories off. If you have 1 supersized meal at a fast food restaurant, you have to run a couple of miles every single day for a week to burn it off. And if you have one of those meals every day, you would literally have to exercise for hours every day to burn it off. So again, you cannot exercise your way out of a bad diet. And I want to point out that endless hours of cardio is not good for our hormones, as intense cardio sessions can raise our cortisol. Now, people can lose weight without exercising, but that doesn't mean that exercise is not critical for your well-being, because it absolutely is. On this slide, you will see the sources we used to put this presentation together. You can also find these links in the description. Whatever you do, find an exercise you like, whether that be hiking, biking, dancing, or lifting weights. Find something that you enjoy doing. Once you get over that hump, it becomes something you look forward in doing. For more information about the company wellness program, please contact us on the information on the slide.